Are you ready to take your finances to the next level? Are you ready to learn what's not taught in schools regarding building generational wealth? If your answer is yes, welcome to the conversation. Let's talk income shifting. Let's talk cash flow management. Let's talk improving your credit score. Let's talk investing. Let's talk finance with Melissa and Tony.
I pulled up the wrong time.
Hey, we back. You got it. You get it. Okay, let's go. Let's go, coach.
I pulled around and kicked myself out the darn thing.
Okay, it's okay.
But hey, we back.
We back. Let's do this. What we got going on, coach? It's a watch
All
party.
right. Well, we decided to get together a little bit earlier than usual, y'all, because we're still doing this holiday promo. And like we said the other day when we had Brent on, we know y'all get tired of just hearing us. So we thought we would bring in the professionals today. So we got a speaker today that's one of our $1 million earners. He's been with my econ for a while now. Great speaker. And we're gonna go live because they're doing, what do they call it? A blitz?
Yeah, it's a blitz. It's like top leaders coming in like every couple of hours to share the experience. And here's the thing, y'all, you don't have to know everything about this business. You have to utilize the resources. So man, that's how people can make a lot of money in this business. And then you learn as you go. You earn as you go.
That's one of the best things about it, because you don't necessarily, like Tony said, you gotta know everything. You don't even have to explain everything. We got the people who are in charge who will explain it for you. And that's the beauty of the business. You don't have to sit down and talk to each person one by one. I know a lot of people are not wanting to watch videos. I was one of those people too. But the thing about it is, these aren't those long, lengthy 4-hour drive videos that you don't want to hear. These actually are telling you, getting in, telling you what you need to hear about the business, why you should be in the business. That's why when I did the description, it's like, you want to know what we do? This is the best time to come find out. So today's blitz starts at 6. So we came on a little early so we can get prepared for that. We usually come an hour later. And what are the other times they're gonna be doing these? I got in the thing down there in the banner is the address for if you guys want to catch it at another time. Tony's got a list of when they'll be doing it, but it's www.myeconbpm.com.
Right.
And what are the times, Mr. Plotman?
So the daily presentation starts at 4. So I guess it'll be like 3 p.m. For Central, 3 Central, 7 p.m. No, it'd be 6 p.m. Central, and another one at 9 p.m. Central.
So every 3 hours.
So every 3 hours. So anytime you join this business, you're gonna have an opportunity to get some top leaders to explain to people. So all you have to do is share www.myeconbpm.com and have your people go on and let the top leaders explain what we do. It's just that simple.
And they explain it way better than me and Tom.
Yeah.
Look, well, in a way, they explained, they taught us because we learn from exactly what they finna see right now.
Right. So you know what? I'm hoping that this works. So you can utilize technology to kind of like streamline. Like a lot of people be concerned about friends and family joining the business. You want to try to share with your cousins, your nephew, and all whatever. But social media is so wide open. Just like me and Melissa on here, we sharing it out to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and you never know who's watching. Somebody out there that may want to get a pay raise or want to learn how to fix their own credit or just want to get some extra money coming in the house. We got
Exactly.
the business to do that. So you can kind of cater to a lot of different people, even other business owners. We complement a lot of other businesses too. So we just waiting on the 6 o'clock. Melissa, anything you want to share? Because I'm excited. I hope this thing works.
Well, I will share that I made a sad attempt last night to trump you on my 10 to win. I started when we left off Tuesday. I had a bad spade hand, right? I had one and a possible. I'm scared to look after Naya helped me out last night because I think that one might have quit.
Oh.
Shit, you know what? I that's why I said if it weren't for the fact that I was trying to build generational wealth, I'd have fired her last night because she just was like she wasn't with it. But see, that's what nepotism will get you. When you have family, you get what you get, which is why she don't really need to work for nobody. She needs her own business. She don't need to work for nobody else. She need to be in charge and handling all the details. Cause, yeah.
Hey, we're on. Let's see if we can get it going.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We finna make an attempt. I hope it works. Okay, you need to open it up. Okay.
And I ain't going all the way across.
Hold
on.
That ain't working. Let me go see if I can try it again.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna try it again, y'all. What is it? Beat my econ. It's not opening up. Please open.
Do you need me to take it down and let you try to open it and then pull it back up?
Yeah, take that one down.
Because I can hear him talking.
It's on my phone.
Okay.
During the presentation that you want to ask a question about, go ahead and write it down. We'll make sure that we get your questions answered. Okay, try that one, Melissa. Bring it back up.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Golden. Glad to have you on the call as well, sir. So we're going to get started here momentarily. I don't think it's going to work.
Well, I can see the screen.
Yeah, but it won't let me open it.
Oh, it's not launching?
You're right.
Shoot. Let me see if I can see. My Zoom in my phone is terrible.
Let me see.
Because I was going to say I can try to pull up Zoom.
Yeah, see if you can do that. Oh, I can just let them listen. Let me see. Put me back on.
Oh, okay.
Stop sharing.
We have a special that we want to announce, but he's going to talk to you about this great company called My Econ. Towards the end, he's going to talk about our holiday special that we have going on, and then he's going to open up the line for any Q&A. Okay? So I know many of you from all over. What I'm going to do
is bootleg, but I can hear it.
Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Again, here's our co-founder of My Econ, Mr. Curry. How are you doing today?
Good, June. Don't start the recording right now. I'm gonna do a little introduction. I like that kind of. I like that stuff like that, man. So wait till we get started before you start recording. If you like to introduce yourself, please introduce yourself to me really quickly. We got to go, but I'd still love to have you tell me who you are really quickly. It's Jake Bray in Silver Spring, Maryland, Mr. Curry. Jake, let's do it. Yes, sir. Noel in ATL. Noel, let's do it.
Jennifer Hervey.
Hello, Mr. Curry. This is Vanetta in Alabama.
Jennifer, I heard you. Vanetta also. I heard both Jennifer and Vanetta. Good evening to you. Let's keep it moving.
Eric, Philadelphia.
Daniela from Atlanta.
Eric, let's do it.
Loretta Burl, Atlanta.
Hey, Loretta, how you doing? Let's do it.
Erica from Philadelphia.
Eric, how you doing tonight? Let's do it.
Betty Richardson, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Richardson out of North Carolina. Let's do it.
Tony Clopton, Birmingham, Alabama.
Tony, what's going on? Let's keep it moving.
Darlene from Texas. Good evening.
Darlene, let's keep it moving.
Hey, Mr. Curry, it's Julia from Atlanta.
Julia, how you doing? Let's keep it moving.
Y'all see we worldwide. Or at least the Southeast so far.
Like to introduce yourself, I'll take another minute to do that. I just think it's important to just give some time to have it welcome you and just say hello to you. So please tell me who you are really quickly. We got to roll though. All right. Well, I assume that everybody. So June, we can go ahead and get started then with the recording. Welcome.
Recording in progress.
This is Alvin Curry, and I want to thank you all for getting on the call with me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can mute all, and it seems that I got that done, so we're going to mute everyone, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our call tonight. Welcome to our training tonight. My name is Alvin Curry. I will be conducting a presentation tonight, but I promise you this. If you will take notes, I'm going to share several slides tonight, and if you would take notes, I'd be happy to go back to any of those slides and explain them and how they all tie together. But one of the things that I want to always do when I'm giving a presentation is I like to really make sure that people understand who we are, because we are uniquely different than other companies out here. I have been very blessed in my life. I've been in networking now for almost 37 years. I met Mr. Stokes when I was 30 years old, and I'm about to turn 67 right now. God has blessed us very well in our lives, and God has given me all the things that I asked for. And I said, God, what do you want me to do? He said, I bless you to be a blessing. When I met Mr. Stokes, I was living paycheck to Monday. That soon changed, and I was able to go full-time in 1988, 18 months after I met Mr. Stokes. I went full-time in the business world and have been full-time ever since that. I raised my family on the principles we are going to share with you here tonight. The name of our company is My Econ. That is short for My Economy. I listen to the media, news media, as you probably do, and they ask many people all the time. They do the survey. And they said, what kind of job do you think President Biden is doing with the economy? And 69% of the people said that he was doing a poor job. And really, he's doing the best job of ever. He has the best economy in 50 years. So what does that tell me? People are reflecting on what's going on in their personal economy. So tonight, we're going to talk about your personal economy. How do you become personally, financially successful? How do you build wealth for life? This is why we exist. How do we help you build wealth for life? See, we have two main objectives here at My Econ. Number one, that is to help you get income during your working years to supply whatever lifestyle you want. All of us have different lifestyles. All of us have different goals and dreams. We want to live in different places. I'm reminded of a great athlete. I won't call his name because I don't like putting certain things out on the web out there like that. There was a great athlete, went to school here in Georgia, and he went to the professional league. And people said, well, buy my mama a house. And they asked him, he asked his mother, what kind of house you want? He said, I want me a double wide trailer, baby. His mama, we can buy any house you want. He said, but that's what I want, baby. I want me a double wide trailer. And at the time that he bought that trailer in the land, it cost him $90,000. But his mother was happy because she wanted a double wide trailer. Some folks want a condo. Some folks want 10,000 square foot house, while others will be satisfied with 2,000 square feet. It's all in what a person wants. So here's the thing. we get taught in our lives the way you get, the way you go to success is you go to school, you go out and get a good education, you go out and find a good job, work hard, keep your nose clean, pay your bills, love the Lord, give a little bit to charity, save a little bit for a rainy day, and things gonna kind of work out. Well, I believed that when I was younger. Now, as I have reached the age of what people, I'm not retired, but I've reached the age where many people retire, I know that's not true anymore. So I'm going to use an example, $75,000 household income. That's because that's the median household income in America today. When I use the word median household income, I'm simply referring to 50% of the people have household income over that, 50% of the people have household income under that. Now, that could be two people in the household contributing to that $75,000, or it could be one person. When we're talking household income, when we're talking here, we say we have $75,000 household income. Now, what happens here is this. When you go out and get that income, you get it from a job in most cases. Most 90% of Americans get their income from a job. Well, that job is going to take out taxes, federal, state, Social Security, Medicare, and retirement taxes in most cases from everyone's check. You're going to tell them how much to take out based on something you do called your W-4. When you fill out a W-4, that's a piece of your hiring package when you go in. That determines how much they take out of your check. According to the Internal Revenue Service, 80% of Americans have too much taken out of their check for federal income taxes, to the tune of around $3,000 a year. Now think about this. You'd have this 25%, that's $1,500 coming out of. What I did is I took the $75,000, I divided the $75,000 by 12, that gives me $6,250. I took 25% of that, that's $1,550. They give me $4,700. When you go get a mortgage, they base the mortgage on $75,000. They do not base mortgage on $4,700 times 12, which is $56,000. They base your mortgage and your car payments and all of your bills on $75,000. When that happens, that's a capitalistic system that have doomed you to poor credit and struggles, financial challenges all your life. If you base your lifestyle on income you do not have, because you do not have the tax dollar unless you're in my economy, know how to fix that. Now what happens is you said, I have $6,250 a month, but really $1,500 is already gone. You have $4,700. If you don't base your life on that, you will struggle. Now, I learned a big thing when I went in business. There is no law that requires them to take anything out of your check. There is no law that requires you to pay taxes. You will not go to jail. I said it. You will not go to jail. People have been misled to believe that if they don't pay taxes, they're going to go to jail. Well, we've heard wealthy people don't pay taxes every year. They're not in jail. But what the law does say very clearly, ladies and gentlemen, you must file your taxes. If you do not file, or if you try to hide income, they call that tax evasion. Now, you will go to jail for tax evasion. So we want to help everybody get enough income to live whatever lifestyle they want. Now, when you reach the retirement age, you start up here somewhere around 20, 25 years of age, whatever. You get down here around 65 to 70, that's retirement. That's 40 to 45 years later. In order to retire, you need to build an income-producing asset of somewhere between 10 and 20 times your annual income. 10 times 75,000 is 750,000. 20 times 75,000 is $1.5 million. You need to build that annual income, that investment portfolio. You can do it in stocks, bonds, real estate, whatever you want to do it in. But you got to have something that when you retire, bring you the money without you working. Well, today, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 4% of Americans have enough income coming in when they retire to replace their working income. In America today, 4 out of 100 have enough income coming in. That means $1 million+ that they can take interest rate of 5% on and live on that to till they die. If you live on the 5%, you got 1.5 million. If your family would live on 5%, they would make $75,000 a year. The 1.5 could be passed on as generational wealth. You hear a lot about that out here now. You have to build an asset that produces wealth. And your family would not have to always start over if you build an asset. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 out of 100 get that done. 1% is wealth, so that means 5. 95% of the people, after working 40 to 50 years, irrespective of their degrees, irrespective of their race, irrespective of their gender, irrespective of their religious beliefs, 95% misses by the time they reach age 65 and beyond. That has to be a problem. So God gave this vision to Ivy Stokes to build a business and an institution that would astound this world, to create 1 million millionaires, to become a blessing to their country, their community, fellow man. How do we do that? He gave us a recipe. I like to call it a recipe. We have another little fancy name for it. I'll show you that in just a second. Here is my econ. This is a company. We are an 18-year-old debt-free company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I want you to let that sink in for a minute. In the midst of the mortgage meltdown, 2005, we started this company out of my basement in Stone Mountain, Georgia. We were debt-free then. We survived through the recession of 2009, and we survived through the pandemic of 2020, and we're still debt-free. And every Friday, we send out hundreds of thousands of dollars in commissions to team members all across America. We'll put out over $600 million over these 18 years. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I'm amazed when people say, I want to check y'all out. Well, we already been checked out. But hey, go for it. And so how do you want to do that? So God has blessed us to be a blessing. He gave us a system. I want to give you that system right quick. He gave us. Okay, he gave us a system. I call this a recipe. The fancy name for it at my econ is called our Financial Success Membership. Okay, we just went through the holiday season called Thanksgiving. We're coming on, and I know everybody don't believe like I do, but don't get mad and throw rocks if you don't. We're coming up on something called Christmas. And in this season, from the early November through end of the year, families get together and they eat. And you hear families all the time talking about the favorite recipe. One family member might make some potato salad better than others. Somebody might be able to make a cake better than others. Somebody might be able to make a cobbler better than others. Nobody can make barbecue ribs like I do. But here's the deal. Everybody got recipes. If someone gave me their recipe, and if I followed it to the nth degree, I should get the same results they get if I do the same thing. Now, if they tell me to put a pinch in it, and I use a cup, a pinch in a cup, it might be different. I might not have the same recipe. But if they tell me exactly what they do, and I do it. So here's exactly what we did and do for people in my economy. This is a recipe called the Financial Success Membership. It's 5 steps. The first step is, because 80% of the people have their W-4s filled out incorrectly, we want to look at your W-4 within the first 72 hours you're in my economy. Now, we'll do that if you will let us. If you don't know who to get the help to do that, before tonight is out, June is going to put my number in chat and my name. You can contact me, and I promise you I'll get somebody to help you get your W-4 straight in 72 hours. Now, we're not going to get a lot done on it for the end of this year because we're in December already. When we wake up in the morning, it's December 1st. There's not a lot of change that happens, but you can get that baby straight for January and beyond in 2024. And you can get $200 to $300 to $500 back. If the average person has $3,000 too much coming out, that's $250 a month. Well, what would happen if you put the $250 back in your check? But even though you put $250 back in your check, you still probably paying some taxes. Because we've heard wealthy people pay no taxes. We've heard them say they had some loopholes and all of that. I'm going to show you some loopholes you can get tonight, okay? This is what we call tax deduction of a home-based business. Okay, these are what we call tax deduction of a home-based business, common tax deduction. If you want to call them loopholes. Okay, are you driving a car and truck back and forth to work every day right now? 10,000 miles is a $6,550 tax deduction. Do you do any traveling outside of your home? You go to family events, you live in hotels, you go on cruises, whatever. You can turn that into a deduction. I use $2,500 here. Meals, 50% of your meals is tax deductible. But when you look at this, you got car loans. If you pay interest on your car, a portion of that car loan interest can be tax deductible. You can employ your children or your wife or your husband, depending on who doing the maritime business. In my case, I employ my wife. She's our operations officer. So I employ her. I give her all kinds of fringe benefits. But here, when my children was going to school, I employed them all the way through college. But you can employ them up to $14,000 a year. I put $3,000 each year for a total of $6,000. These are things you're already spending money on. Now they take this $3,000 and they pay for their after-school activities. They take this $3,000 and they buy their clothes and school clothes. They pay for other things that they need out of this. All of this is money you're already spending, but you turn it into a tax deductible business expense. Look at these things here. You have your MyCon fee. You have bank fees, tax prep, small business seminar, all of these different fees you may be paying. And you may have some I don't know about. So I had $24,800 in deductible business expense. Now, just as a quick measure, I'm not to be an exact, 10% of this, you're in the lowest tax bracket you have. You get this $24,000 in tax deduction. The lowest tax bracket you have is 10%. That's over $2,000 in savings right here. $2,400 to be exact in tax savings. So if you were paying $3,000 in taxes, remember you got $3,000, you had too much taken out. Now you had $3,000 you paid. You had $6,000 somebody checked. 3 was just overpayment. 3 went to the government. Well, this will save $2,400 right here. If you happen to be in the 22% tax bracket, this will save over $5,000 in taxes. So what are we talking to you about here, ladies and gentlemen? We're talking about how do you get you some loopholes? How do you get you some loopholes so you can lower or minimize your taxes? I needed you to see that because I want you to see clearly what we're talking about. We're talking about money you are already spending. It's not new money, but because you're in a home-based business and now you turn that to tax deductible business expense, you lower your taxes and you keep more money. You put that money back in your check by adjusting your W-4 again. Now what was $250 may go to $500. Now start dropping $500 on your debt. We call that now income shifted. We took the tax dollars and shifted them to pay off debt. As we begin to pay off debt, we also go into our credit repair system and remove all negative items off your credit. And we pay down the debt that we have to pay. Your credit score is just skyrocketing. You'll be in the 800 club in short order. And as you pay down the debt, as you minimize taxes, then you have more money to go in and invest. We work extremely well in collaboration with investment people. Why? Because we help people find money to invest. When we are working with people in the insurance and investment field, most people they go talk to don't have the extra money to invest. But we help a family here find $500 to $1,000 a month Now they can invest at whatever they want to. I'm not telling them where to invest. We don't sell investments, but we're telling them invest like the pros. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, even crypto if you want to. You have to decide where you want to invest. But remember, you need to build $1 million portfolio. And you need to be 1 in a million. So now, ladies and gentlemen, having heard that, if you feel like you one of these millionaires, that my econ is going to generate help to develop a millionaire, I want you to put in the chat, I am 1 in a million. I want you to put that in the chat if you feel like you're 1 in a million. You tell the devil, you tell everybody that's listening, you tell all of creation, you tell all of my econ, I am 1 in a million. Don't you be afraid to tell nobody I'm 1 in a million. See, this is a $1 million recipe. And this is not based on how good you sell. This is based on you discipline your life and working your life to do this. Now, you get this membership when you join my econ, enroll in my econ. Then you have an option to now become an affiliate with my econ. Let's look at how that part works there. So now we're going to come over here. I'm going to take you to the My Econ website. When you enroll, you get this website here is what you're going to get when you enroll. Now, as you enroll in this company, this is a website. You log into it, and it's going to give you all the SIP. Here's your membership. This is what you pay for. You pay for this income shifting membership here. This financial success membership. It's going to teach you how to do your W-4. It's going to teach you how to minimize taxes. It's going to teach you how to eliminate debt. It's going to teach you my credit system. It's going to do everything but the travel. I'll come back there in just a minute. Then it's going to give you over here what's called a cash flow manager. It's going to give you what's called a cash flow strategist. When you combine all of this together, you will fix your life, and your life will be fixed, and no one can take that from you. See, ladies and gentlemen, we have thousands of people who have ran this system now for 20, 25 years. Even before we founded My Econ, we began to teach this to our team over the years because these are wealth principles. These are capitalistic wealth principles. They supersede and they override anything that Albert and I would talk about. We just found a simple way to bring them to you. Now, when you elect to become an affiliate, then you can market our products and services and get paid on them. We have an identity theft product here that's second to none. A family of 5 can get this product for less than $15. If you buy the one you hear advertised on TV, that will cost you over $60 to get that. I want to show you something. Just really quickly. We got $1 million identity theft insurance also. 24/7 lost water. All this key logging. And then we got free and discount legal service included in here. This is a huge product. It's better than the one you see advertised on TV, but it's less expensive. We have a travel membership. If you want this travel membership, it will give you wholesale travel. You can save thousands of dollars a year if you travel and live in 3 to 5 star hotels. That membership costs you $11 a month if you want it. You don't have to get it. You don't have to get the identity theft. But if you want it, it's going to cost you $11 more per month. Health and wellness products, we got great health and wellness products. We won't get into all of those, but I showed you earlier, we got something called a cash flow manager. These are products you sell to other people. I don't even like to use the word sell. I like to use the word refer. Here's why. Because when you go to a restaurant and you have a great meal and it's a new restaurant in town, you come back home and tell your family members about it. You don't sell them on that. When you come back to that restaurant, you don't tell them. You come back and you tell them, hey, that's a great restaurant. And when they see it's a great restaurant based on your ability and what you like, they then go. If you tell them it's a bad movie, they don't go. See, it's a referral business, which is something you do already. So we're asking you to refer friends and family to these products. And when you do, you'll get paid on these products. Also, you can refer people to our membership. This is how you join the membership. Someone invited you to our meeting tonight. They have their link already. They're going to send you their link tonight. And this is called the enrollment link. You should see their name here. You don't want to go to the Millionaire Society one. That's me. You want to complete all of your information down through here. Put all your personal information in so we can have that. And then when you get to the enrollment link, you're going to initial this enrollment link. If you want to travel, you initial here. Our normal price for our financial success membership is $39.95 monthly. However, during this promotion through tonight and tomorrow, it is going to be 95 cents to enroll. Now, you don't want to say, let me wait till tomorrow. You need to enroll tonight at 95 cents and then try to go get your cousin and sister them so they can get them a bit. And Alvin Curry's opinion, you do not have to agree with me. The best present you can give your family is a home-based business at $39 a month, and all of it is tax deductible, where they can save $500 to $1,000 a month on their taxes. They can use that money to go build wealth for their families. That's the best gift, in my opinion, you could give your family. You should want all of your family to see this before it's gone tomorrow night at midnight. It's 95 cents. Now, the business is not going to be gone tomorrow night at midnight. The price is going to change, just like any other business. Sales don't last forever. This is a sales price of 95 cents. So if you chose to have travel, you pay an additional $11 a month. So 11 plus 95 is $11.95 to get started tonight. And then from that $11.95, you add $11 to the $39.95 every month. That is $50.95 per month. All tax deductible. Now, if you do this, I want to show you one last screen and we're going to be there. If you do this, we'll teach you how to build a business that earns $1 million a year, if that's what you want to do. But to get started, we need you to get 10 as quick as you can and do it again. You get 10 who get 10. Well, when you get 10 people who get 10, you have 100 people. On this 100 people, you would earn $1,000 to $1,500 a month based on how many product sales go through here. But just on the $39.95 a month, you would earn $1,000 on just the $39.95. We pay you for referring people to us. For whatever other product sales, you pick up another $200, $300. That's the equivalent of going out building a business or doing an investment that's worth $250,000. So if you're trying to get to a retirement income and you invested and you save to make $1,000 a month, you need an investment of $250,000 at 5% return on that investment. Now, you can do that in the next 30 days in my economy. Even though we're going to end Black Friday sale on tomorrow night at midnight, the overall holiday promotion is going to last until January the 5th. So you have a little over 30 days. Well, we have people that have done over 100 enrollments this week, this Saturday. We got some people that did 150 enrollments already by themselves this Saturday. I'm not telling you everybody's going to do that, but I am telling you that there are people doing it. So if you choose to, what would stop you? Once you learn, now, I'm not saying you're going to do it between now and this Saturday, because you got to learn first. But we will train you. If those 100 people get 10, you got 1,000 people. 1,000 people and $10 is $10,000 a month. 1,000 people and $15 a month is $15,000 a month. It's not hard for someone that want to go out and network to put together 1,000 people. And ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing this for 18 years. We direct deposit all of the checks into the bank account. We've never missed. We have never missed in 18 years. If you go put 1,000 people in this company and they pay us the money every month, I can guarantee you the check will get deposited in your bank account every Friday that is due. And then if we go from 1,000, those 10,000 get 10. That's 10,000 people. That's over $1 million a year in revenue to you. You got low overhead costs because to run this from your home, it's not like some other business. You ain't got no high inventory. You ain't got no high cost of doing business. You got very low margin of business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is by far the best business in the marketplace today. See, I don't know about you, but I think you ought to want to be a part of something great. I love the fact that God gave me this ability to be a part of something great. Just think about what I'm talking about. He didn't give us Facebook. He gave it to somebody else. And they went on, them and their families doing great. And whoever people they helped build wealth with, all those people doing great. He didn't give us Microsoft. All those people went over and they did all this stuff and they doing great. He didn't give us Walmart. Those people went over and built wealth and they doing great. He gave us my econ. And because he gave us my econ, Alvin and Ivan Stokes, day one said, we want to do unto others as we would have them do unto you. So if you build this business, you got 10,000 people, and you make $1 million or more per year. If the good Lord call you home, that business is yours. Day one. You vested day one. Whatever you build, the good Lord call you home is yours. So if your business was paying $1 million a year, the good Lord call you home. Your business would go to your family. It would never come back to my econ. Ivan Stokes, Alvin Curry would never try to take your business. We'll let your business stay going to your family and pay it out just like we said it would. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my econ. My economy. That's what it stands for. So I want to thank you for listening to me for the last roughly 30 minutes here. Now, what I want to do is I want to pause. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to listen to you. You have every opportunity right now to ask me any question you want to ask me. The person who invited you here tonight, they may be new and they may not be able to answer every question. But remember, I was here day one, and so I know every answer. There's no question you can ask me I don't know the answer to. So if you have any question you like to ask me related to my econ, I will answer. I won't get into politics and all other fools with you, but I'll get into my econ with you, and I'll answer all of your questions for you. All you have to do is simply unmute, tell me who you are, and let's talk, and I'll be happy to answer your question. We got time. Any questions?
So hi, my name is Tanya, and Tonette brought me in. Thank you, Mr. Curry. Can you hear me?
Yes, Tanya, you say?
Yes, sir. So I was actually on the live a little bit, or the Zoom the other night. I'm new, and I have heard of my econ. It's been years ago, and I didn't come in at that time. I'm on disability, and so I think that you had a question about the disability factor. And I would not imagine at this time that there's some way to change. She asked to think about having to file if on disability. How does that work with your taxes? That's one question I have. The second question is about the products. So we're going to recommend these products. They buy and then we make a commission off of it. Like, give me a little bit of clarity. You see my wife sitting right here. So.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, you got two types of disabilities. Some disabilities they take taxes out of. If they take taxes out of their disability, you can minimize those taxes that they take out of disability. If you have non-tax disability, then of course there's nothing to minimize. The thing that you have to be careful with is, and I don't know the answer to this question without, because it's based on each individual, based on what the disability look like, is how much can you earn before you exceed that limit. So let's just use as an example only, because we would have to know more about specific situations. Let's say that you could earn $25,000 before you exceed the limit of where they're going to, because there is a number you can make while on disability. I'm going to use $25,000. Then when you go out and you learn how to work this business and earn $25,000 in business, then what I would say then at that point, you would know for sure if this is something that you really, really want to do long term. And then if you could then see how you could go from, let's say, $25,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 or whatever the case number is, then I would think most people would say, I'm okay with giving up disability. I don't think you would ever be threatened to give up disability right away unless you are already really a big networker. Like there are people who are big time networkers and they bring teams in. We got people that brought teams in 7 days. They put 1,000 people in and all of that. Those are people that already are part of other networks and they roll teams into my econ. So we have that. But a person that's not already there, they probably not going to have that happen overnight. But they can get to a couple $1,000 a month over the next 3 to 6 months, and you can see that in that first year where they can get to maybe $20,000, $25,000. And along the way, you're going to be able to assess that. We'll be able to have you talk with some of our tax professionals to help you navigate that. I don't do taxes myself. I have an accounting degree, but I don't do taxes myself. But we have you talk personally to some of them, and they can help make you recommendations of how you can do that without incurring it. Because a lot of our tax professionals, they go to all of these IRS meetings and all these things every year, and they're very, very familiar with those laws. I am not. That would be where I would recommend you start. When we look at products, okay, every one of our products over here has what's called a CD attached to them. Whatever the CD is, you're going to get 70% of that CD. So as an example, our travel program has a $60 CD attached to it. So if I take $60 and multiply that times 70% of that CD, you actually make $42 every time you sell that travel program to someone. Now, it'd be broken up in the monthly amount because of you're paying for it over monthly amount. If it was paid for over the year, you would get that all in one check. But because people are paying the travel on $11 a month, you're getting paid on it every single month as a part of the actual membership and fees like that. But when people buy it and pay for it in a lump sum, you could get $42 of that lump sum. ID Defender has a CD. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but when you're in my e-card, you can go in your back office, and since you say you already is, there's something called compensation. Click on the tab that says compensation, and then there's something that says CD/sales volume. If you click on that, it'll tell you what the CD is for every product that we have. And when you look at that product, understand you get 70% of whatever that CD is. Our products, because we keep them low, you're not going to be like in some companies, they got a product, they say, well, we make $500 every time we sell something. Yeah, that's probably true, but you probably sell it for $2,000. If we were selling something for $2,000, we would pay $500. But something you sell it for $15, you can't pay $500 on it. Something you sell it for $11 a month, you can't pay $500 on it. But here's what we've learned. Because we keep our prices competitive, we can reach every market. We can get thousands and thousands of people to do business with us that other markets can't touch. Because if someone says, I'm going to pay you $500 for a deal, but you got to drop $2,000, you done eliminated 60 to 75% of the marketplace that can't even do business with you. So in my econ, we're very cognizant of that fact, and we keep our prices in a range so we can do business with everyone. I hope that helps, okay?
That helped a lot. Thank you. I got I'm going to dip out. As you saw all of the faces, my granddaughter's not feeling well. So, Tonette brought me in, so I will get with her. Thank you so much for being accessible, and have somebody put your phone number in the chat. Again, I didn't catch it the other night. So,
okay, 770-696.
Wait a minute.
He's gonna put it in. They're gonna put it in. All you gotta do is look in chat. They're gonna put it in. Right, Darlene? 770-696-6380. All right. Anyone else have a question?
All right, thank you.
Anyone else have a question? Do not be shy.
You made it so plain, Mr. Alvin. Nobody's confused.
Thank you, Loretta. Thank you. I tried to make it plain, but I want to give also that opportunity for any person that it may not have been clear to. If they got any questions, any comments, thank you. Let's do it.
Hi, this is Edith. I have a question. Do you deal with international business?
Not right at the moment, Edith. I don't know if we will or won't, but here's why. Our core product is about minimizing taxes. You got two deals when you go international. You got to deal with international license and regulatory industry, and we're not there right now. We're dealing with that. And then the other thing is, we don't know how all of those tax laws work internationally. So what we do is we are domestic right now with the territories of America. You can do that, but you cannot do, let's say, for example, Germany, or you cannot do Dubai and some of the other places, Africa, because we don't know all those tax laws. But the cornerstone of what MyEcon does is we're teaching people to take their tax dollars back and use them to build wealth.
Loud, Daddy.
Thank you.
Make sense?
Most definitely.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Anyone else?
Mr. Curry, we got in the chat. We have a question from Ada. She says, "Good evening. I want to know how to repair my credit."
Okay. Good, Ada. How you doing today, Ada? Okay, let me show you. We won't be able to do it all here tonight, but when you, because you're part of MyEcon, if you're not a part, you go ahead and enroll. Right here is the link to how to repair your credit. We have a step-by-step video here. And if this is not sufficient, when you get in here, you have questions. We have ongoing training at least 4 nights a week and twice on Saturdays. We have what's called Super Saturday training on the first Saturday and Super Saturday trainings on the third Saturday of each month. And then we have fundamental training. Like tonight, I normally do a fundamental training on Thursday night at 10, but I will not be doing that tonight due to the fact we're still doing the Black Friday promotion at 10 o'clock. So we're not going to compete with that. We're not going to do the 10 o'clock fundamental call at night. But every Thursday night, with the exception of ours or something like this, I do a fundamental call. And we walk through things like how to do the credit. We walk through things like how to do the W-4. We walk through things like the travel, the debt elimination, minimizing tax. On that fundamental call every Thursday night, again, we can't do all of them. We do one by one. And we record all of those things. And then you can go back and look at it. And in here, on this, these are videos. If you need help, you can reach out to me, and I'll make sure we get somebody to physically help you. If you watch these videos, you say, Alvin, I still don't understand. We'll get someone to help you with these here. But this is how you repair your credit. This is where you get the information, and this is where you get started. I hope that helps. Anything else, Mr. Collier?
Yes, sir. We have a question from Miss Julia. She says, "Can the travel membership be sold internationally?"
It cannot be sold internationally. That you can travel internationally with it. Mm-hmm. Again, we have to deal with international laws. Okay, because here's the thing. Just like, let's take America, for example. When we sell something here in the United States, we're in Georgia. We have an obligation in every state we sell to report taxes and report the sales, because you could be living in a different state, but we have to then report every sales tax. I think they do it quarterly with these states, but we have to report sales taxes every quarter to the states all around the United States. So it wouldn't be any different if you're doing something international. So we are not in the international market right now. Again, not understanding their laws and all that stuff. To do all of that, we would have to bring in high-powered international lawyers and all kinds of stuff. And if we do that, that would drive up our costs tremendously over where we're trying to be right now. There may come a day that we do it. But right now, if we were to hire international lawyers to try to help us get into these other countries, we're going to consume a lot of cash. And in order to do that, we would have to pass that cost on in the way of our product. So I hope that helps. Anything else, sir, in there?
No, sir.
Anyone got a question? Okay. Anyone else got a question? Okay. I'm sure you put my number in there. Anyone else got a question? Okay. While you're waiting, if you see my number, let me just say this. I'll come in. Hold your question just for a minute. You see my number. If you like for me to help you, reach out to me. Text me, and I'll find someone to make sure you get hit up in the next between now and this weekend on answer your. Yes, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mr. Curry. This is Willetta Jones. I need some clarification. When someone joins my econ, is there a portion of the program, or they can use their receipts for 3 to 6 months before they join to be used for the tax?
I've never heard nothing like that. Okay. I've never heard nothing like that, okay? I want to be clear. I don't know how you can claim a business you weren't in 3 to 6 months before that. Now, wherever you heard that at, what I would tell them to do is show me documentation. Of course, we'll let you know every time I teach anything on taxes, I show you IRS documentation on what I teach. I've never heard somebody say, I saw nowhere in the tax laws say, I can go back to backdate myself. Now, what I do tell people from time to time is this. If you were in another business and you did not understand these things, then you can go back and look at the business you had. So let's say that a person was in another marketing company and they didn't understand they could take all these expenses. They could go back and write off the expenses they took in that company. But they had to be in some kind of business. But if they're not in no business, and my econ is their first, I would say the answer there would be no.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Anyone else? I am one in a million. I am one in a million. Don't be ashamed. Tell everybody. Let all of everybody know. Yes. I heard someone speaking. Go ahead. Get back to the person who invited you to this call, and we'll make sure we help you get set up.
Woo! Melissa, you there?
I forgot I was muted.
Yeah. Hey, my hand was shaking like this. Hey, I know we bootleggers all get out, but I hope everybody was able to hear the co-founder speak about this business. They've been doing it for a while, and I'm gonna tell you, you can make $1 million in this business. You just got to have the right system, and we got it.
Right. You know what? Every time I hear the presentation from them, it just gets you fired up all over again. I'm telling you, it must be our delivery.
Yeah. But you know
what? I don't think people get fired up the way we get.
Here's the thing, Melissa. You get tired of hearing your own self, but to hear it from somebody else, and I'm thinking these guys are multimillionaires, and I guess your ears are a little bit open now, because we're not there. But somebody that don't know will receive this information, and it's probably exciting to them. We just don't know that.
Right, because I mean,
keep bringing it.
Just thinking back over, and I know this is probably gonna go over a little bit, but I think it's okay. Because when I get ready to post it on Instagram, I'll probably, break it up into segments. But while we're fresh off of the, presentation, it was like a few key things that stood out to me, just like they did the first time. Number one, the thought of being able to pay off debt with my own tax dollars. The whole meaning of income shifting, period, which is putting money that you were going to have taken out for taxes, and you get to keep it and pay off your bills. I just think that whole concept is so smart, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, what was the other thing that he said that I hadn't thought about in years because, you know, it's just been us talking. But there was something else he talked about the credit repair. He talked about, you know, the travel and everything, and about the investment. You know, they don't tell you what to invest in, but they teach you the terminology and everything you need to know to make sound decisions when you're thinking about investing in things. And the fact that this man, along with Mr. Stokes, 18 years ago, started this business, and they are still just as involved with, not that we're just peons, but in a way we kind of are peons. But the fact that they will stop and help us build a business. And you know, when he breaks it down, it just seems so basic. Like, why would you not want to build a business and avoid the taxes? Not avoid, because like he said, and I thought that was very powerful too, to remember, you don't have to pay the taxes, but you do have to file. Now, eventually they're going to catch up with you and penalize you for paying them late, if that's the case. But, you know, he was very upfront in that part about the tax thing. Just like, and that was my first, you know, I still learn something new every time I hear. So when he was explaining why they don't do the international, because I've had that question before, and it makes sense. Because, like, if you are going to have to, if you got to hire lawyers and everything to make sure that you're following the international laws and stuff, that's going to run up the cost of having the business.
Yeah, and you would lose a bullet point because, you know, my econ is debt free. And it's debt free because of a reason. They keep the cost low, not only for themselves, but they also keep the cost low for us because our products and services are so cheap. People thinking, how can it work? The thing about it is they're trying to make it accessible and affordable for everybody to be able to be a part of it. And that's what makes it a great business, because the co-founders are not trying to get rich off of people. They're trying to actually give the membership to anybody that can afford $10, $15, $30 a month. That's great.
And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, that's why they keep getting blessed. If you ask me, the reason this business keeps getting blessed is because they are using this business to bless other people. Hey, Boss Life, did you get a chance to catch any of Mr. Curry's presentation? If not, catch the replay. We had our other co-founder. Now, I know you met Ivy Stokes. This was Alvin Curry, and he was doing a breakdown of the business. He even talked a little bit about the compensation. So, and he's going to be doing, you know, they'll be doing another presentation in, what did you say, 3 hours?
Yeah, it'll be at 9.
At 6. They'll be
9
doing another
Central,
one.
10 Eastern.
Okay, she said she caught some of it. That's Boss Life Online, also known as Team Build with Geo. If you are a YouTuber and you are looking to build your channel, join Team Build with Geo's what is it called? Membership. I've been a member now for over 20 months. I've learned a lot. She gives you useful information, not just a bunch of garbage that you got to milk. She gives you stuff that you can actually use. So Team Build with Geo and Boss Life Online is the same person, but Team Build is where you're gonna get in there and help get information to help your YouTube page flourish. Now, Geo is also a home-based business owner, but unlike Tony and I, who still have to punch a clock, Geo is completely 100% entrepreneur. So she also is one of our business associates that we meet up with every other Monday to talk about why a home-based business is so important. So y'all check her out. But yeah, every time I hear the founders talk, it just makes me feel like everybody ought to have a business.
Melissa, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you the only one thing that's stuck in my head when you can see that this 10 to win. I got to get back to this, y'all. This 10 to win is real. If you can get 10 people to join your business, and 100 people can get you anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 a month. Not only that, the numbers showing if you get 1,000 people, you're looking at 10 to 50. Was it 50,000? 10,000 a month. I mean, that's my goal. If I can get to 10,000 a month.
Like says she's coming back tomorrow.
Oh, that's great.
We're
That's great.
back on the team. We miss
Hey, you know what? We need to do a blitz just like they're doing. If we could just get on and just share this comp plan, share the products like Mr. Curry did, I think that, I mean, I'm willing to stay on for an hour and say, hey, how many people ready? I mean, I'm answering questions. You know, we can do all of that, you know.
We can do that. I mean, especially since tomorrow is the last day.
Right. Yeah, let's pick a day. Let's pick a time. Let's pick a time tomorrow and just jump online and just share the membership and just sit on there and just wait.
Yeah, and you know another good point that he brought up is this business started 18 years ago. So that means they survived what was not the pandemic, but the what happened in 2000?
The banking crisis. Yeah.
Yeah. They made it through that. They made it through the pandemic. And this company is still debt free. You hear me? They don't owe nobody. Like he said, they pay the checks hit the bank every week. If anything is going on, you're gonna get an email saying we closed for the holiday or whatever the issue is. But this company has been so reputable and so professional that it just, you know, it make you want to stick your chest out a little bit after he get through talking, because like that's me right there. I'm part of it.
Yeah, making things happen for real.
Right. And it is such a good feeling to have somebody speak and you can feel good about them talking because you know that they know what they're talking about.
Hey, not to mention they're relatable. You talking about two co-founders, one from Georgia and the other one is from Mississippi. So man, it's a beautiful thing to see, you know, us doing well. Man, I'm a rider.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, 8 years, that's a long time. That is a long time. And I was trying to think, is there anything else that they said that I wanted to cover? And you know what? I'm going to say this. While we were listening, I was looking at a post that I posted. Not anything. It was just a funny, right? I posted that this morning. Do you know I've already got 2.5 thousand views?
Really?
When I posted my econ, I got 17 views. Now, that post this morning was funny, but it's not going to put any money in your pocket. It's not going to make you any wiser. It made me laugh about 15 minutes, and that's what made me share it. But what you get from this business is something that can take you out of your W-4 job and have you with your own business if you so desire to do so. Because one thing he kept saying is this is called My Econ. It's short for My Economy. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire. You decide how far you want to go with this business. And I'm telling y'all, 95 cents is a steal. Because if I had to go through and calculate, I think I've told y'all before, when I started on November 17th, 2015, the startup cost was $179. I have not regretted that $179 not one day, because I'm going to tell you why. Once I paid the $179, I started paying $34.95 a month. Well, the $400 that I got back in my first paycheck, and then the other $4 I got in the second, it already covered the $179 and the $34 I paid for the rest of the year with some change left over. So it's like you have to think outside of the box. You know, a lot of people will say, well, you know, I don't have an extra $39 a month to give away. yet you eat out every day. If you're a cigarette smoker, you buy a pack of cigarettes every day. Um, if you live in a state where they have a lottery and you buy lottery tickets, you doing that. Right now streaming is big. If you got Netflix, you paying $20 some a month. So you trying to tell me you can't take $39.95, which can bring money back into your pocket because that's gonna uh mess up your financial plans for the month. $30 now. That's gonna mess up your finances for the month. Yet you can do all of that other stuff that brings you temporary, entertainment.
Right.
If you think about the big picture, it just makes sense. Because like I said, that 179, I got that back honestly on the first paycheck. I ain't even gonna lie. Because if I got 400, once I adjusted my income, 179 plus $34 times 12 months. Let's see, 30 times 12 is 360. I might not have got it all back on the first check, but definitely by that second check, when I had got 800, yeah, I had got that money back and then some. And it's like the best part about it is they are teaching you strategy. Let me see what Boss Life said. You don't give it $39.95 away. You promote it and get 10 people, and then it will be free for you. That's what I'm talking about, Gio. See that right there? That is a boss mentality. That's the entrepreneur mentality. You have to think outside of the box, and you have to think about how it's going to benefit you versus what you're spending. What we always talk about: cost versus value. So, boss life, that is a great way of putting that. I appreciate you throwing that out there because people don't think like that. All they're thinking about is, well, when is it gonna come out? I don't know. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. Well, if you got 10 people, you ain't gotta move nothing around. You don't have to move a doggone thing around because you are going to get the benefit of referring 10 people, and that's residual. Meaning, as long as you and those 10 people are in, there will be some residual income.
One thing that I liked about him is that he did give you a breakdown on these business deductions. You got to understand that if you're paying $39, you're being able to write off money that you were already losing. And that money actually, those deductions, actually lowers your taxes and put more money back in your pocket. But most people don't stay in the business long enough to see how the deductions work. So our business actually helps you understand the tax system. And that's how wealthy people get wealthy. The wealthy people do not overpay their taxes, and they allow their lifestyle to lower their taxable income. And that's how we all should be thinking like wealthy people. Wealthy mindset.
And that's the key word, mindset. If you don't have a wealthy mindset, you're not going to gain wealth. If you don't have an entrepreneur mindset, you will always work for someone else. And if you're worried about what's in front of you versus what you could have 6 months to a year from now, that's when you're looking at the big picture. A lot of times we don't like to think outside the box. We've been conditioned to be W-4 employees. We've been conditioned to go to work, get that check they give us every week, get that, hey, Vanessa Singleton, that's one of our Baltimore. I had to throw that Baltimore. I like the way they say it. Hey, Vanessa, people are conditioned to going, making that money, getting those vacation days, and thinking that that's all there is. That's not all there is. But if you don't think outside of the box and you limit yourself, that's all it will be. I mean, how many Americans a year do that? Go to work, do the job, take the little vacation days, and then when they retire, did you hear how much you said you would have to have to be able to retire? He said only 4%. 4 out of every 100 people that retire have enough money to take care of them for the rest of their life. Can you imagine putting all that work in, say you retire at 65, and you don't have enough money to take you through the rest of your life? I mean, what have you really gained if you haven't invested it? And then see, there's a whole subset of people that don't even think about that. And I was one of them. Because, I told you, I was bad about it. Every time I left a job, I cashed out that little 401k.
I think
that
it's obvious that my econ has opened up mindset to know that we're on an old, outdated system. Yeah. Especially if we think our jobs are going to continue to take care of us into retirement. You're going to have to have something else in place that going to help you get away from that job and to actually help you build wealth faster than what your job is. So, man, I'm just glad to be a part of my econ and be able to share. This is what's fueling me to be able to share with this information with somebody that just don't know, and the light bulb come on.
Exactly, because the first thing he said that our goal is two things: have money to pay bills now, and have money to live off later. If you have a W-4 job, it's only covering half. It's covering your right now, you're here today. But unless you are putting aside a substantial amount and investing it properly, it's not going to help you later. You have to have a plan for now and for later. Or as we were growing up, nanolaters. You got to have that nanolater plan. Because, and that, you hear people say the average American doesn't have life insurance. They're thinking about the now. They're not thinking about the later. So with this mindset, we always thinking about both simultaneously. We working, paying the bills now, but at the same time, every day is a closer step to walking away from the job. And I told you before, my thing is I want to be able to not work and not be stressed. I could quit my job tomorrow. That's no problem. But I'd be sitting here with gray hair on my head and smoking about 20 cigarettes a day because I don't know how I'm going to survive. What if something comes? I don't want to have to worry about what if. I want to be able to walk away from my job and feel like I ain't worried about nothing. Mm-hmm. And this business has helped so many people do that. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, every time I listen to them, I get all charged up. We don't have that a bit. We got to work on this.
I got this one thing, and see if it makes sense to you, because it's just been in my head. I don't know if it's gonna come out of my mouth right, but it's like your job and your 401k is like a credit card with a high interest rate when it comes to retirement.
You know what? That's a yeah.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. It definitely does make sense.
Because I'm telling you, man, you can't, like you say, you cannot work a job and have enough money left over to retire. It's just like having a credit card with a high interest rate and a high balance. You're only paying the minimum, and it's going to stretch you out as long as they can for the next 50, 60 years, and you're going to look back and you have nothing to show for it.
Right. Even simple, if you think about it, let's say you got a job where you're making $75,000 a year, right? You retire and you got, say, $150,000 in your retirement. Technically, you got enough to live for 2 years.
Right.
Because when you think about the big picture, you only have enough, if that, because we hadn't factored in inflation. We hadn't factored in whatever else it costs you more of when you retire. So when you look at that, go in and look at that account and you see, I got like $300,000 in here. Think about it now. How much do you make a year? And how is that going to divide into that $300,000 you got if you have to leave your job today? And then some of us, we ain't even living that good. We're going to be struggling to live average because we got the money. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have an elaborate lifestyle. Even though my lifestyle isn't elaborate, if I were to quit my job tomorrow and have to live based off my retirement because I started so late, I'd be right here looking for some part-time work.
Let's get back to this 10 to win. I don't want to hear about none of this gloomy
It's
stuff.
depressing, ain't it?
Yeah, let's get back to this solution that we have. Let's get to finding 10 to 100 people so we can get to these $10,000. That's what I need. I need $10,000 of residual income coming in every month, and we got the vehicle to do it.
Let me tell y'all, we have been saying this over and over, and I know y'all tend to ignore us because we be acting silly, but the whole fact of the matter is, for 95 cents, you are able to start a business. Once you sign up for that 95 cents, you can sign up as many people as you know who got 95 cents. As long as all of us are in here learning, sharing the knowledge, building, it can only go up. And then, fact of the matter is, even if you sign up 1,000 people, hell, 500 of them might quit next month. But it doesn't matter.
Still making 20,000.
It doesn't matter. Right.
Yeah.
You feel good. You know, I'm joking about my one in the possible, but I'm excited about that one in the possible because that one can share this information with 10 people, and they can share this information with 10 people. And the good part is we all are winning. I feel like the information alone, even if they weren't giving me the financial incentive, now I want it. Don't get me wrong. But even if there wasn't a financial incentive, just the knowledge from knowing how taxes work, how tax deductions work. And it's funny because he broke it down in a language that we all understand. He used the word loophole. He said the rich people said they found a loophole.
Yeah.
Thing about this loophole is illegal. You know, that's like when the person asked about, can you go back and claim a business 3 to 6? He's like, I ain't never seen that written on. He was like, I get all my information from the IRS, and the IRS ain't never told me it. See, that's the type of stuff you want to hear. You don't want to hear, well, you know, we can, we don't do that. We don't do that around here. And I'm glad that we don't, because that means we got a company we can stand behind.
That's right.
So you got anything else we've been on here for? It don't even feel like it's been that long because of the good information we've been hearing, but we've been on here for 1 hour and 22 minutes. You got any final thoughts? Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's the day.
If you know somebody that want to hear it again, they're doing that same presentation. I don't know if it with Mr. Curry, but with somebody else at did I say 9 o'clock, Melissa?
Yeah, we need to post it on our Facebook.
Oh yeah, on our Facebook page. So
yeah, like every 3 hours.
If you're ready to go ahead and sign up and get some other folks on. And tomorrow, Melissa, let's go ahead and do a blitz. We'll get on, and hopefully we can share the same presentation, or we can use one of the presenters tomorrow. I mean, if you want to try, we can try something else tomorrow. You want?
But you know what? That's the best part about it. We got options.
Yeah.
We can let them. Mr. Curry did an excellent job.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be somebody else tomorrow. So yeah, we can probably set something else up. Maybe have my TV screen up because this right here didn't work too well.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm good on however you want to do it tomorrow. You know, I gotta work, but anyway, we can make it happen.
Okay. Okay, let's do that.
We can do our own blitz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. Now we on a roll or something, right? It's been what, about 4 weeks that we didn't stuck to the Tuesday Thursday. I got to pat me on the back because you know
2024 gonna be so sweet. I'm telling you, I'm already claiming me $10,000, Melissa. You hear me? Come on, get you some of this money.
I hear you. I hope other people, you know, if you don't get motivated, that's fine. I get it. But I'm looking for people who are looking for me. Yeah. And if you're looking for me, you're looking for tax savings, you're looking for a credit repair, you're looking for some way to track your business expenses. If you're looking for me, that's what you're looking for. So come find me. or I make myself be found. You know, I be everywhere. Hollering about my econ.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Okay, Gio said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have to go. Thank you so much for coming through, Boss Life. We appreciate it. We're gonna get off of here too. And I'm gonna go back through and kind of split this up into shareable pieces so it won't be an hour and a half long. So but anyway, get with me offline and we'll figure out when we're gonna do this tomorrow. So let me find out outro music. Look, I done got so caught up in the done saving. I done forgot how we even get out of here. I must not want to leave. Okay, let me find. I tell you what, if I hit that, if we do make our goal, the first thing on my list as a reward is gonna be a new darn desktop.
Yeah.
Cause it's time. All right, I'm gonna take us down.
Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Now, are you ready to start your home-based business? If your answer is yes, contact Tony or Melissa to get started today.